Now, let us talk something about the state of the system. See, what is the state of the system? See, state is nothing but the condition in which the system is existing. So, it is nothing but the condition of the system. Suppose, let us take a piston cylinder arrangement like this, in which certain amount of gas is present. Now, the condition of this system, we call it as the state of the system. How the state of the system is defined is based on its property. See, property defines the state of the system. So it defines the state of the system. That means it is in turn defining what is the condition of the system. Now, here we will come across many properties in this thermodynamics subject. One is pressure, second one is volume, temperature, then internal energy, enthalpy, and to some extent we can call entropy also as a property when we consider reversible conditions. So for irreversible cases, entropy will not be considered as a property, but when we consider reversible conditions, entropy can be taken as property. And there are some other properties like density, viscosity, all these you can consider as properties of the fluid or properties of the system here. Now, when it comes to classification of these properties, there are two different types of properties. One is intensive property and second one is extensive property. So sometimes this intensive property is also called intrinsic property and extensive property is also called extrinsic property. Now let us see of all those previous properties what we have learned, which are intensive and which are extensive. So for that, let me take a small example. See, let me consider there is a vessel like this or chamber like this in which certain amount of gas is present. Now let me consider that the initial pressure is P, volume is V, temperature is T, internal energy is U, enthalpy is H for this particular system. Now internal energy change, we know that U2 minus U1 is mCV T2 minus T1 and enthalpy variation H2 minus H1 is mCp T2 minus T1, because enthalpy we know that it is internal energy plus product of pressure and volume. So enthalpy is the total heat content of the system which can be utilized in the form of heat or work. As internal energy is a property, pressure and volume are also property. The sum of this particular condition we call it as enthalpy of the system here. Now pressure is P, volume is V, temperature T, internal energy U and H for this entire substance. Now without doing any external work or without adding any heat to this system, let me consider that this system is separated by a small partition. I have just put a small partition in between such that, see, the pressure in this chamber as well as in this chamber will be the same. See, pressure will remain the same in both the chambers, temperature will remain the same in both the chambers, but the volume in this chamber is different and the second chamber is different. Suppose if you take this as 1 and this as 2, the volume in this chamber is different, volume in this chamber is different. The internal energy in this chamber will vary because the mass in the first chamber and mass in the second chamber is different. The enthalpy also will change because the mass in the first chamber and the second chamber will not be the same. See, pressure and temperature are called intensive properties, whereas volume, internal energy and enthalpy, all these are considered as extensive properties. The reason is, see, this volume, internal energy and enthalpy are depending upon the size or mass of the system, whereas pressure and temperature are independent of mass or size or extent of the system. So therefore, the properties which are independent of mass or size, are called intensive properties. The examples what we can take are pressure and temperature, whereas when it comes to extensive properties, they are dependent on mass of the system. So the examples that you can consider here are volume, internal energy and enthalpy. Now see, any extensive property divided by mass will give us an intensive property. For example, if you take volume by mass, so this volume by mass is specific volume, which is denoted by small v. This is specific volume. Internal energy by mass, this is small u, which is called specific internal energy. And enthalpy by mass, this is small h, we call it as specific enthalpy. See, this specific volume, specific internal energy and specific enthalpy, all these are intensive properties because they are independent of mass of the system. And see, as we have considered per kg mass, these specific volume, specific internal energy and specific enthalpy are considered as intensive properties. See, this specific volume, specific internal energy and specific enthalpy play a very important role when we are talking about pure substances, a Rankine cycle and all. So there, when we are taking steam tables, we consider in the tables all these properties. Now